from mocking up the rear end, I had my templates, which was the seat pan, tail pan and the upright. I put them onto 2mm or 1.9mm steel, sheet steel, and using an angle grinder with a really thin blade, traced out the shape that I need. Not brilliant, but what I need to do is just use a belt sander to get the shape. Then I've got this sheet steel bender, which I will use to bend the sheet steel to the angle that I want. Well, it's the first time I've used it, so I know exactly where I want the bend. Now I'm bending it because someone said it's better to bend and then sand than it is to sand and bend, but I don't know how true that is. So with this, I got to be careful that I get the right angle. So I would say a little bit more. I can always bend it back. It's relatively straightforward. So I want it. I haven't got the two handles, so I want it more closer to this side, I think. Right, I don't want to take it any more than that. I think that's perfect. Yeah, cool. And then the tail is what I bend. I'll make a slot for that, but I want to clean up the edges, that sort of stuff. So I haven't got a belt sander here, so I'm going to take that to somewhere to belt sand those three pieces. Now I'm made using cardboard where I'm going to put all the electrics. So first thing is I made this. Is going to be the under seat electrics tray. I made it as deep as the frame, and it's as deep as the parts that will need to go in it, like the motor gadget unit, rectifier, that sort of stuff. That's going to come further up. Then this part I made for more space for stuff. That'll go in there. When I come to actually do it, it will have sides and it will be as wide as the frame. You cannot see that when it's black, it'll be better. And the battery box, now batteries on order. I made it slightly bigger than the battery, just a little bit, so I can put some insulation in there, and that sits in there perfectly. And there'll be a nice flush lid. Obviously black, you won't see it. Doesn't interfere with anything underneath. It's nice and clean looking, even with the center stand, if I keep the center stand. So I've just got a 9mm steel, or 0.9mm steel, and that's what I'm going to use to make that, because it doesn't need to be as sturdy as the cowl and the frame. So seat pan will go on, the rear tail will go on. I have to mount a bar across there, bar coming across there as that extra strength for the frame, for the metal work. So do all that. weld, but it's pointless doing that. I may as well do it at the same time as I weld all this up, the boxes up, and then once I've done that, I can bend the base of the seat, this part here, which is this part here, which is just my template, onto there, secure it down, be 2 screws and a screw here. Seat base will go down there, and that'll be secured through there, holding that in place, and there. And then this upright will sit behind the seat upright. So this is all one unit, and this is all one unit. And then I've got the fiberglass to make the fiberglass base. So we shall see. We'll go from there, see how it goes. But next is to sand all the sheet metal work down to get the shape as close to the line and as curved as possible, because it's really hard to cut a curve with a grinder. Well, I found it was. I don't know whether you could do it with a hacked jigsaw, but I was told to use a grinder, so I've used a grinder. If anyone has any better suggestions, let us know. Until next time. Okay then, so I've fabricated most of the pieces that I need. I'm doing the battery box today. So that's my template. I've drawn it out on the board, or the sheet metal, and here are the other bits and pieces. The rough, I've got to sand them all down, but battery, electric box, seat pan, back of the seat pan, and you see where I've got to smooth it all off. Back of the bike, so this will effectively sit in here. Again, just got to smooth it down, get the angles right. Seat pan will sit up against it, be separate part. So just got to smooth it all off. Then this little part will fit in here. There's the back attached to the tail pan. And that will reinforce it. Obviously you can see I need to do it down there. And then I can fiberglass the seat pan underneath. This part will be the battery tray. Sorry, not the battery tray, the electric tray here and here, which will fit nicely. That bit fits in there, that bit fits on there, and you obviously need to sand it down to get it to fit perfectly, but you can't see it. They'll be fixed. There's the templates that I made, so I'll make those available sizes wise, and the battery box that I've done. Haven't received the battery yet, still waiting for that. So I've drawn out the layout for the battery. So you can see that's the battery and the chamfered edges, so that when I fold it all up, should be good to go. So I'm going to cut that out. Hopefully not set fire to anything, using my trusty Ryobi tool. One side, on the way, put your get it spot on, just like so. I'm just happy to get that. I'm using sheet metal for these parts,
the hardware in parts, which are these, and I think that's 1.9 or 1.7. The battery box will fit in here like this for the battery. So fingers crossed I got the measurements right for the battery, and also will be fucking buggered. So now cut off the other bits. I was really apprehensive about doing the metal work, but to be honest, it hasn't been as bad as I thought it would be. Okay. Okay, so I've got my Ninja throwing star, and now I'm gonna bend it all up using the brake. So no. Ooh, right, okay. Yeah, okay. So what I can see, all these bits. So the brake is quite simple. You have to plan your angles and where you're bending it in advance, because at some point it's just not going to work on this type of brake. So I go on the line, 90 degrees, whoosh. Like that. Next one, right on the line. Oh shit. .90 degrees. Again, I thought this would be really difficult. I'm really worried about sheet metal work. Don't get me wrong, I'm not fucking expert at it, but it's not too bad. Right, okay, so this is the next part, so I have to get that through there, and I have to bend it up that way. So as long as I can take the brake off, see, this is the problem, see. See, I now can't. So I'll do what I did before. Brake on the floor. These parts in. Oh, great. So it's easy with these little bits, but anything where you've got now, I need something to be able to clamp here to push it over. Okay, that could work. Yep, I'll give that a try. And again, these items are going to be pretty much hidden from view. Pretty much going to be hidden from view, so I'm not overly worried about them looking the best. Just got to function. So what I did last time, I didn't even heat up or anything. I just used a bit of force. Bent it over and gave it a bit of a tap. Okay, so I need to bring that up slightly. Whoops. Needs to sit proud of the lip. And again, I'll come to the same problem in that once, see, that's the same problem. So once I get to a certain point, I can't let me see. I'll extend the height of this. It's just working through problems, isn't it? Problems, problems, problems. Fucking done myself like a right kipper here, haven't I? Should have folded these little bits over right at the end. Yeah, that'll do. This is going to be the last piece. I think it's going to be really difficult. Oh, look at that. Oh, baby. Oh, okay. Okay, needs to... Okay, it's aha. Look at that. I'm in a fucking box. Please, 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 please fit in. I will not be happy. I made a box. So at the moment, obviously, when it be pushed all in, that is going to fit, but it's going to be really tight. So, just pushing past the 90 on each of them. Right, I am fractions off. Cool. I probably should have taken a little bit off for the 1.9 mil each round. But the beauty of it is, I can keep working and working it to fit in. And the tighter the fit, to be honest, the better. Let me yeah. So I'm happy with that. You can see how much bigger it is. But what I can do, aha! and then just tack all these ends in. So close. So close. That's what I like about it. Just pressing the edges in. Oh, yeah, that'll go. And then that'll go, and I won't even have to, if I can be as tight as anything fit, job done. You wouldn't even notice that. Amazing. Just whack it in like that. And that is beginner's sheet metal work. I'll make sure these are available sizes wise, dimensions for it. The next part of the project will be get all these smoothed up nice and even. I've got to put a brace across here, brace from there to there. That's so I can mount the tail and give me something underneath if I want to put a mud guard or what have you. And then attach all the metal bits. Still waiting for the electrics to turn up, and then I can literally just start work on the seat, the fiberglass seat, which will sit on the pan. So the pan will have a fiberglass section to it with the foam and that all on it, and that'll butt up to the tank nice and neatly. And then all the electronics then I can fit. The rest of the sheet metal work is for the cowl, so once that tail's on and the seat's in place, I can then start to shape the cowl and get the cowl on. Yeah, I'm pretty impressed with that. I made a box. Cool. Okay, until next time. Thank you very much.